Well, hello there, kindred spirits. Thank you for joining me again. And if this is your first visit, my name is Linda Smith Davis, and this is my channel, New England Fine Living, where I hope to inspire others to find their own version of fine living, no matter how simple or grand that may be, and no matter where they live. And I believe fine living begins in the heart, in the home, and then out and about. And in this episode, I'm just enjoying my little fine living moment in the morning, listening to the birds, watching the sunrise, and checking to see what's opening and awakening in my gardens. Then I'd love to show you some of the projects that we're moving ahead on here at the house and just some updates. And then I'm going to show you a sweet bouquet of flowers I picked up at a market and how I brought them home and just set them out in my dining room just to enjoy in the sun and see a pop of spring color. So today, this is my version of fine living. And just to let you know, the birds that you're hearing, it's not a soundtrack. This is our yard. It's almost as if Willow is watching the sunrise with me. And here are some buds on a fruit tree that I'm anxious to find out what type of fruit tree it is. We'll know soon enough. Let me show you the back of the porch that I've been painting white. I still have the doors to do, but that will be done in a couple days. I am so excited of how it's coming out. I did spend a few hours here cleaning up the back garden area, and things are starting to grow. Thought I would share a little update with you on the back of the porch here. I'm almost done with painting of the clapboards. Last night, Ben went up and did the top corner for me, and then the rain started. So I have this tiny little spot to finish on the side. There'll be some touch-up areas. Today, my plans are to do some sanding that's left on some of the door areas. And then I will be painting the doors white as well. And then I'll be bringing in probably some more pea stone just to temporarily work on this patio here. The wall, we've been working on rebuilding the wall. We put in the posts, we put some new post holders in, got the door hung. I will fix that door up down the road in the future. But this is all the small rocks that were left in the stone wall here, and we're trying to use all big rocks. I need to get some more from the woods, or I, meaning Ben, needs to get some more from the woods. I have the pile of some of the weed block here that I've been taking up from around the gardens. I have another pile out in the garden. I'll be picking that up today. But I just absolutely am in love with the difference of having the white trim or the white clapboards. I'm gonna let me go back further here and I'll show you. The sun is just coming up through the trees. Things are starting to pop in the garden. Over there you can see the other pile of weed block, and I still have more to go. Where Willow is right now, last night we had a almost porcupine time. Luckily it climbed the tree before Willow got to it. My throat is probably still sore from screaming. But look at the difference. When it's completely painted, I'll do a before and after, kind of like a morphing over so you can see it. But I am thrilled. A little bouquet from the market adds big impact. I recently watched a story about Beatrix Potter, and to be honest, I didn't know the whole story, but it reminded me that on my bookshelves here, at one point, I purchased this little squirrel just because of the squirrels that were around the home for Willow. And then I purchased The Tale of Two Bad Mice at a used bookstore. And then at another point, it was going to be these, I purchased At Home with Beatrix Potter. I never knew about Hilltop Farm, and I really started to see a similarity with how she wanted to preserve the land around her, and it was her inspiration for so much. So I decided to get my stepping stool here, climb up on my shelf, and I'm going to pull out this book because I haven't read it. I just grabbed it and put it up here, kind of to have a grouping of Beatrix Potter items. I'm just gonna move this here. And let's see. Timmy Tiptoes. So, like I said, I just purchased this because I like the look of it, and it was at a consignment store. I may have purchased it for a couple dollars. It's a tiny little chip. I know nothing about them or if there's any collection value. I didn't care about that. So I'm going to bring down these two books and take a look at them. And now I'm seeing that I think the movie was filmed at her actual home. So I am very much looking forward to reading this. Now to get off this stepladder. I have quite a few books that I've been collecting over the years just because I liked the story or the thought of them. This shelf is all of my New England themed books, even decorating books, whether it's Nantucket, Marblehead, we have Salem in here. And when it comes to the towns, most of them are purchased because they're towns of my ancestors. But I think I'll go over this at another point. But let me just switch arms here. Up here are some older books that have to do with family members, things that I found. But I use these a lot for reference also. And behind this tree is my childhood home. I'm skipping around, I know. I just love the colors in this artwork, and this might actually go in the front hall. The frame was a little heavy, but I really liked the colors with the duck egg blue that's in there.